So hi, welcome back to Good Noise Podcast. My name is Glory, and today I'm going to be reviewing All Time Low's newest record, 2025's release, Everyone's Talking. This is going to be a track-by-track review, but the general points that I apply to every track off this record, I'm just going to get them out of the way so I don't sound like a broken record throughout this review. All of the tracks are incredibly infectious. The chorus, the verses, the instrumentals, they nail absolutely everything for this album, I think. All of the lyrics off this record are easily digestible. They consistently use thinly veiled metaphors and concepts that don't require much critical thinking to unpack, but with that, they still leave plenty of room for interpretation and kind of finding your own meaning in all of the songs. But they're pretty much putting their hearts on their sleeves with this record. It's pretty easy to understand what they're talking about for all of the songs. Alex Gaskarth's vocals on this record remain top dog. I believe he is he's in my list of the more iconic vocalists that have come out of the early 2000s. He lines up with Pierce the Veil's Vic Fuentes, Sleeping with Sirens, Kellen Quinn. He kind of falls into that space. Donovan Malero from Hail the Sun, where it's kind of a voice that you hear and you automatically know who it is. He just has one of those voices. It's iconic. Everyone fucking knows it. And throughout the years, his vocals have never really wavered. They have consistently been incredible, and I think it applies to this record as well. This album also kind of feels like a return to form while still paying a lot of respect to the poppier side that they're kind of turning into. A lot of these tracks triggered a lot of nostalgia for me, to when I first found out about the band, when I was first kind of getting into them. A lot of these tracks kind of had that vibe, and that made me very happy. This album also, just the entire record, really reminded me of Niall Horan's, I believe it was 2020 or 2021's release, Heartbreak Weather. That was a big record for me when it first came out. The pandemic, lockdown, and I was just stuck with that record. And because of that association, to me, this record does feel like a 2020 record when kind of all of the pop artists were kind of getting a little experimental when they were checking out the alternative and rock scene a little bit, and you just got some weird projects out of it. Granted, this isn't out of the box for All Time Low by any means, but it just kind of has that breath of fresh air vibe where it's kind of like, ooh, you're doing something a little different. This sounds nice. So that's kind of also the vibe that I got from it. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so track 1, Cold Open. This is an incredibly good opener. I mean, it is simple. It is short as fuck. It's genuinely, it's maybe like, what, not even 2 minutes long. It is basically just Alex with a acoustic guitar just welcoming you to the album. I love these types of openers. You've seen them before on these newer pop punk records where it's kind of like the calm before the storm, because you know once the record officially starts, it's go go go, maybe 1 or 2 slow tracks off the album, but it's usually just going to be just hit after hit after hit after hit. So I think this track kind of eases you into it. It's like, yo, we still got this shit, who's ready, because this shit's about to start. From that, it goes into Everyone's Talking. This song is one of the tracks I was referencing when I said it feels very nostalgic. It feels very early All Time Low, which I love. It feels like just classic pop punk music. That era, that 2010s era where everyone is just having fun. It's upbeat, it's catchy, they nailed it. I love the chorus. I love the overall melody for this track. The backing vocals in the chorus are some of my favorite ear candy off this record. It's fucking crazy. I love it. This song reminds me of The Main with the chorus and how it's kind of that rapid fire, specifically Blame off of their newest record. Great record, great band. I love them so much. Oh No, the third track, technically the second track, because do we really count Cold Open as a track? It's not really a song. I mean, kind of, whatever you want to call it. So, Oh No, this is one of my personal favorites off the record. I would say this is probably number 2. Number 1 is way down below. It's closer to the very end of the record, but we're gonna get there. This song feels like something I would have had on loop getting into the pop punk alternative rock scene when I was like 11, 12. That was 10 years ago. Holy shit. This song is one of my personal favorites because of that. I feel like this song could sit with the Dear Marias and the Weightlesses of All Time Low's discography. It kind of has that upbeat, catchy, just earworm, no nonsense All Time Low feeling, and I fucking love that. There's a guitar solo in this song, which again, I feel like that's maybe what triggered kind of this feels like it's an immediate classic, and I love it. I love how anthemic this track is, the build up to last chorus with all the big drums, the pause, how everything kind of leans into the song at the end of it. It's incredible. I love it. You have The Weather coming up afterwards. This is my least favorite track off the record, to be completely, brutally honest. That aside, the chorus for the song is one of my favorites. I love how he says weather. Weather! Like, who taught you that? Who made you do that? Because that shit fucked. I love it. I just, overall though, for this track, the reason I'm not the biggest fan, the reason I don't like it, I'll say it, I don't like it. It feels very one-dimensional. It feels like it just plateaus for the entire song. I don't think the song goes anywhere sonically. I mean, it is very bland. It doesn't do much, and it didn't catch my ear. I listened to this track maybe 3 times, and each time I looked up and it was over. And I was just like, what the fuck? What happened here? I could not tell you. I couldn't tell you. I still think it's a cute song. I mean, but it's really my least favorite off the record. It feels like a bit of a filler, but towards the final chorus, it builds up and it brings it back. I just wish it kind of had more of an upbeat vibe throughout the album. I wish it had little hints of what happens at the end throughout the song, so it wasn't just flatline, 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 peak, and then it just ends. You know? That's my issue with it. You have Falling for Strangers coming up next. This is a strong song opener. I feel like if they didn't have Cold Open, Falling for Strangers would have been an incredible opener. I mean, it has kind of just that abrupt, just bam, here we are, this is All Time Low, fuck you type shit, you know? I love it. The guitar tones on this track feel very original and classic All Time Low, just the tuning and the riffs of it. It's just nostalgic. This record is perfectly balanced of nostalgia while also new stuff. I think they nailed that shit. It's beautiful. There is some country influence on this one, which mixed feelings. I feel like on this album there are a couple tracks on here, at least 1 or 2 more, that do kind of have that country undertone. Now, I'm not saying it's a country song, but I'm just saying I can feel a hint of that. It makes me side-eye them a little bit, but again, I like this track. The second verse tone surprised me. It completely switched up the melody. I really enjoyed that. Heavy. And then it just went right back to the original vibe, and it added a nice little ear candy for me to kind of chew on and digest. I didn't like that I did that. Then after that, you have Viva Las Vague Nerves. This one, again, has very heavy Niall Horan vibes, but not from Heartbreak Weather, from his debut album, Flicker. Off of Flicker, he did a lot of storytelling. It was a very emotional, kind of slow build record. I'm not saying that this song is a slow build by any means, but the beginning definitely has that Flicker vibe where he's kind of starting to paint a picture of a night that he won't forget, a night that got a little fucked up. But the thing is, they kind of bail. They only like give you like a little dip, a little toe dip into what happened that night. And then it just keeps going with the chorus, and it gets very repetitive. When I was expecting to have a storyline, I was expecting to sit down and be able to picture the night alongside him and see, oh wow, yeah, this did get fucked up. Oh, that's why she said that. Oh, okay, I understand now. I was waiting to go on a journey with this track, but it didn't go past the surface, and that bothered me. I really wanted to hear about the night. I wanted to go in depth. I wanted to do that shit. I was ready, Alex. I was ready, but it's fine. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Because of that, the song felt a little lackluster. Granted, it was a great track. I enjoyed it. It didn't at any point slow down or overstay its welcome. I just feel like it was a big missed opportunity to have a storytelling concept track. I would have loved that. After that, you have Sugar. This is the first of 2 features. This is featuring JoJo. This is one of my personal favorites off the record. I feel like it's also the fan favorite, the radio favorite. This is the big one that it's blowing up. But for good reason. I get it. I like the repetition of Sugar throughout this song. I think that's why it's blowing up so fast. I noticed kind of a trend with songs, and I feel like you can draw parallels to why things blow up, and that is one of the things where it's that easy, repetitive, just buried just below the surface where you could hear it, and it clicks something in your brain that makes you go, I gotta listen to that again. It's easy, you can learn it, everyone can sing along to it, because sing along to some part of it because of how easy and repetitive it is. You know, it's that type of thing. I really like JoJo's verse on this. Her tone reminded me of Ariana Grande. I liked that a lot. I do wish that there was more of her vocals. I do wish she had a longer verse. It feels like she kind of just came and went. It felt very short-lived, and again, it felt like a missed opportunity because I really like Alex's vocals with any female vocal. I feel like that is a match made in heaven always. I feel like it is iconic, it's classic, it's great. But all we got with that was the final chorus where JoJo joins in. And I loved that. That was my favorite part of the track. But that's all we got. Needed more. That's it. Thank you. Then we have A Good Night, C'est la Vie. This is the slow track off the record. It is smack dab in the middle, which is one of my pet peeves, but it's fine. Where else are you gonna put it? I don't know, maybe closer to the end? That's just me, though. It's fine. I like the storytelling off of this song. This is what I was expecting with Viva Las Vegas Nerves, just kind of this type of storytelling where it's like you're able to picture everything. He's painting a picture, I could see it, I'm with you. He did it with this track, so you have the capabilities, but you just chose not to do it with the last track. It's okay. I forgive you. I love the storytelling. It is a sad track about, you know, the forbidden love, and then the father gets involved, and it gets hella messy. It's not good. It feels more like an interlude than a track. It reminds me of it kind of plays the same game that Squeezed Out off of the home team's The Crucible of Life did, where it's kind of just this bump in the road where it gets a little weird. Only the thing is they play opposite roles. Squeezed Out off of the home team's record was kind of the bump up after a slow track, and with this one it feels like a bump down. So it kind of fucks up the flow a little bit. It feels a little out of place. It's fine. They bring it right back with the next track, Bubblegum. This is my favorite chorus off of the record. It is catchy, it's sassy, it's cute. I love it. This shit, don't get me started. Alex, don't get me started. This is incredible. The guitars make this song, the record as well, but more specifically the song, so big. I feel like the lead and the rhythm guitar they're just having fun in the background. You got the classic riffs, but then you also have the fun little twinkles and shit in the background, the fun little picking in the background. It's good. I love it. The gang vocals on this track as well make it feel like such a big track. I keep saying big with this song. This song feels big. I love it. I love how they built it. Sassy little song too. A little sassy. It's got a little energy, a little spice. Then you have a Little Bit coming right after. This is my favorite track off of the record. But with that, I'm also the most disappointed in this track because of its goddamn missed potential. I put down my phone for this because I need both my hands. Okay, this is the heaviest song on the record. Now, don't get me started. I don't want you thinking that, like, they went into metalcore with this. I don't want you thinking that Alex Garthsack decided to scream a little bit on this track. He didn't. But this song feels the closest to punk that I've ever heard all time low, and that shit makes me so happy. But the thing is, my issue with this track is it's only for, like, the first verse, and then a little tiny hint of it after, like, the chorus. It's like, I understand, but also, I feel like I was lied to, you know? All that. This is my favorite track off the record. I feel like it still pays tribute to their classic sound with the chorus, and I mean the rest of the song, because they lean back into their pop punk sound. But it's just like, where did you go? Put that heavy punk sound back. Put that fuck you energy back into the song. It feels like it reaches such a high literally straight off the bat as soon as the song starts, and then it's just a gradual decline. And that frustrates me. I wish they had a full song like this. It does remind me of like a Pollyanna song that's a band, where it's just kind of like that upbeat punk with a hint of pop, and I love it. It's just it would have been such a good addition to their discography, but it's fine. We move. After that, we have Cigarettes and Sabotage. I'm not the biggest fan of this track. I think it has a lot of ear candy, but it feels a bit underwhelming. It's catchy. It does everything right. It checks like all the boxes that you would have for an all-time low song, but it doesn't really do it for me. I don't have much else to say about it. They nailed the big anthemic chorus. They did everything right. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Then you have Tread Water. This is another slow track off the record, so we're like 3 for 3 right now. But it's not slow in an acoustic sense like the previous two. It is just one that kind of takes a step back rock-wise. It is a very easy track to listen to. I really like Rustin Kelly's verse. This is the second feature, 2 of 2, off the record. I love his vocals on this. It captures the tone and the emotion that I feel like the overall song has. It feels very personal, and I like that a lot. I believe this one also had a little bit of a country tone to it as well, which is fine. I liked it. I like the little mix and the vibe that they had going. Don't catch this as a diss. I liked it, okay? I really like the slow build that the track has, moving up as the track goes. It's good. It's classic pop punk. This shit. Then after that, you have Different Languages. This track feels like a closer, which confused me. Because as soon as it started, I was like, oh man, the album's over already. No, we have one more song after this. Okay? And it's a song I've already heard, mind you. Everyone's already heard, mind you. So, that's fine. We're gonna get there when we get there. It's fine. I'm skipping ahead. This track feels like a thank you for everything. It's, you know, the curtain is coming down. We're doing the curtain bow. I was not in theater. You know what I'm talking about, though, theater kids. Hell yeah, shout out you. I love Alex's vocals on this track. It feels more saturated in emotion. This one also feels like it has some country influence on it. I like the blend. I really enjoyed this one, and I was ready to be done with the record with this track. But then they pick it back up with the final and closer track, Butterflies. They released this as a single. I believe it was the second single, no, it was the second one. The second single. Disappointed because it's like spoiling the ending of a movie. You know, typically the closers off records are the biggest tracks, the most arena rock, or the climax of the record, and it was spoiled. It's like going in to watch Endgame. I know I'm like 10 years late with this reference, but it's like going in to watch Endgame and you already know that like fucking Captain America dies, you know? Spoilers, I guess, because he does. He's hella old at the end. You can put 2 and 2 together, all right? This brings back the energy after Different Languages, because as I said, it's like Different Languages was like tucking you in and like kissing you on the forehead and saying, all right, good night, I love you, thanks for listening to the record. But then this one like rips the fucking blankets off you and says, psych, we're doing a little bit more. You're taking another shot with me, type shit. So it's like, it disrupted me a little bit. I fuck with the energy. I like how it ended the record. It ended on a high note. I love it. So all that to say, All Time Low's newest record, Everyone's Talking, is one of my favorite All Time Low records. This is coming from a person who's been listening to them since I got into the alternative scene, give or take 10 years. So shout out. Really big fan of this record. So that is all I have to say. Please follow me on Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. All audio streaming services are Good Noise Podcast. There's a trend there, you know? So thank you so much for watching. This has been Glory from the Good Noise Podcast. Bye!